Hello everybody, welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2021 action horror sci-fi Fear. A film that is co-directed, written and starring Jason Tobias, and Jeff Reisner also co-directed the film with him. The film stars Marci Miller as well as Jason Tobias, Danny Ruse and Cece Kelly. Now the film essentially focuses on the near future. There has been some global event, like a global type of pandemic. It's wiped out much of the human population, and essentially all that you are left with is a few survivors trying to get by from day to day, avoiding the scavengers and also what's left of some people that have had this disease, and they become almost zombie-like, basically, these people. And this film focuses on one family, Josephine, Ethan, Josh and Mia, and essentially we follow their story as they try and survive this post-apocalyptic event, I suppose. And what we get here is the best of humanity, the worst of humanity, and a fight for survival, basically. So what is my thoughts on Fear? Well, other than some, pretty interesting direction going on, it's nicely filmed. I don't have an issue with much of the direction that's gone on here. Nicely filmed, some nice shots, some decent cinematography. It's adequately filmed, very much so, and the performances here by pretty much everybody involved in the film, they're all giving fairly strong performances here that keep you interested in this film. Unfortunately, the rest of it really is the kind of film that is nothing you haven't seen before. Basically, we've seen a lot of these post-apocalyptic type films, some with zombies, some without. And they all kind of feel the same to some degree. You get the usual, whether it be a lone survivor or a group of survivors or a family surviving, they all kind of hit the same themes basically. And this one's really no different. One of them may or may not be infected. There may or may not be a cure out there, or they're trying to find a cure for someone that is close to them, so they're desperately searching for this, that and the other. There are other tribes of humans out there, if you like, that will kill you for a can of beans sort of thing. So you've got some with better morals than others, and then you get this scrap and this fight for survival, and it's kind of back and forth to that degree, and that's essentially the same here. This family is doing their best to survive, and it does kind of give you a picture of this family with a few flashbacks, to try and set up this family dynamic. I'll be honest, I don't think the film needed the flashbacks. The family dynamic was fine the way it was. Sometimes I don't think you can overuse flashbacks, and I think this film probably, because it's a little bit long as well, I think if they'd have cut out the majority of the flashbacks, it'd probably make this film run a bit better, a bit smoother. I didn't need them flashbacks to get that these people are a family and they'll do what they need to survive, because of their love for affection for each other. So essentially you've got this family, and then they get attacked by these people, and the film then kind of splits up a little bit. You've got the wife and the children seemingly back at the home, protecting what they've got, and the father going off, trying his best to find some much needed medicine sort of thing. So yeah, I mean it's not a bad film, certainly. I think for a low budget film, I think it's one of those that really does the best it can with its budget. In regards to effects, there's not really much here in the way of effects. I mean, the people who are supposedly infected that are acting like zombies, they're just, very aggressive. There's no real zombie makeup or anything for them. Nothing massive, a little bit of thing with the eyes, that sort of thing. It's more how they act. But other than that, there's no real special effects shots and things like that. Quite a few shootouts and stuff. couple of tense scenes here and there. But again, it's one of those that you can definitely watch, sit back, chill out with, and not really have a huge issue with anything that you're seeing. But at the same time, you will as well, while you're watching it, think, oh, this is different, this is new, this is adding something new to this genre, because unfortunately it really isn't. It's one of those that will probably get lost in the shuffle with other similar films, and there are a lot of these type of films now. It's got to, I think a lot of films in any genre now has got to do something a little bit different to stand out, and unfortunately this one doesn't really do anything to stand out from the rest. So while it may be watchable, it is certainly not a film that you're going to remember for a long time either. So I'll give this one a 5 out of 10. I think that's a fair score for it. It's not a bad film, but again, at the same time, it's not a film you'll want really, you know, to tell your mates about. So that's my review for Fear. I hope you liked it. I hope you found the review useful. Thank you very much for watching, and I will be back with more reviews and content on the channel very, very soon.